Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're talking about how you can play a song by Bob Seger called Turn the Page. And it starts out with a really cool sax solo where you can play 15 on the high E string and kind of do a pull off to 14. So I'm kind of playing 15 and letting my finger kind of fall off the string to 14. And then we go 15 on the B string, 14 on the G, and then 12 on the B string. And what you could do is kind of play an open E string before you start that. It's kind of a bass note to kind of reinforce that sax lick. And then you could kind of play the E again, and then we come back to 14 on the G, and then B string on the 12. And then we can kind of play the open E and almost start that over again. And that 15-14 pull off, and then 15 on the B, and then 14 on the G, and then 12 on the B, and then we can play open E. It's kind of a bass reinforcement. And then 14 on the G, 12 on the G, 11 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 12 on the A. And you can almost kind of do the open E with the 12 on the A and kind of slide it to 14. And it's kind of a weird, strange, cool approximation of that, but I just love that sax solo, and I'm always about kind of stealing licks from other instruments. So you may want to kind of think about using that as kind of part of your intro, or just kind of throwing that out there, just kind of digging on that. Now the chord that would back up that lick would be an E minor chord, and when we play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger is going to go to the D on the 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And then basically we just kind of be working that E minor. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, I like kind of working with some things called strum patterns. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this, and we'll talk about a couple other ways to kind of play this, but one of my favorite strum patterns is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you take the E minor and just kind of did that as kind of a really slow thing, actually you could even kind of use that for your intro. Down, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, up. And then from that intro we'd be going into our verse part. And our verse starts on E minor, and then we do another E minor, but then we go to a D major. And when we play D major, first finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger is going to go to the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger is going to go to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, D, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then this is a little cool actually through the tune. Actually, the A chords actually are kind of ambiguous, and you can almost play around with an A minor and stay in the same key, or you can kind of play around with an A major and it can sound very cool, especially on the chorus. Actually, we'll use A major, but through the verses you may want to consider an A minor chord if you're just backing it up with the chords. And when you play A minor, first finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, the third finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And actually, there's this really cool background lick actually we'll talk about in a minute where actually you can almost use A minor or A major. And the way you play A major, first finger goes to the D string on the 1st or 2nd fret, second finger on the G on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 2nd fret. So it's a big party on the 2nd fret on the D, G, and B strings. And that's called A major, and it sounds really happy. And then from the A chord, we're going to be going back to E minor and kind of working it's just kind of that at the end. So we tried our verse with our strum pattern, and we'd have E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, or A major, down, down, E minor, down, 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 E minor, down, down, down. Now there are also some really cool licks actually in the background through that, where you could play for the E minor chords. You could play open E, and then do a hammer on the A string from the open to the 2nd fret, and then play 2nd fret on the D, and then kind of go back to the low open E, 2nd on the A, 2nd on the D. It's kind of this cool little background lick, and you may want to kind of use that for your intro too. And then that idea of kind of, and what we're kind of doing, wow, related to a scale would be kind of playing 1, 4, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1. So it's kind of around this power chord idea, the E5. And what you could do is kind of take that lick, and you kind of hear this in the background, and sequence that. And what that means is do the same idea but from a different note. And so for instance, you could go to the D string or the D chord and kind of work around that as a D lick by playing the open D and then going to the G string open for a hammer on the 2nd fret and then playing 3rd fret on the B string. So it's almost the same idea, but now around a D note. So it's kind of your D lick. And then for the A, you could kind of take that idea and then sequence it around an A string by playing the open A, doing the hammer on the D string from open to 2nd on the G, and then going back to the A, D, E, or G. That's kind of that power chord idea. So kind of same idea, that O, O, 2, 2, O, 2, 2, 2, O, 2, 2, 2, O, 2, 2 is kind of the A idea. So you could kind of use that lick to kind of follow the verse too. You could use kind of the E minor lick, and another E minor lick, E minor, E minor, the D, So you may want to kind of consider kind of using that too. That might be kind of a cool way to kind of follow the verses. And then from there, then we go into our chorus part. And our chorus starts on D major, but then we go back to E minor, and then we go back to D major, and then we go back to E minor, and then we go back to D major, but then we go to A major, but then we go to a C major chord. And when we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And we kind of strum just the A string to the high E string. That's a C major chord. And then from the C, we're going to be going to a D major chord, and then kind of ending back on the E minor. Now the weird part with our strum pattern with that though is the C and the D don't last as long at the very end. So we just do kind of a down, down, up on each of those chords when we get to that part. But if we tried our chorus with our down, down, up, we'd have D with a down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, D, down, down, E minor, down, 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 down, and we'd be going back into our verse. And one other thing I would think about adding to the song too is bass notes. And a lot of times on the very first down and the down, down, up, down, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the E minor, you have the low E bass, down, up, down, E minor, low E bass, down, up, down. On the D chord, you'd have the D string for your bass. So you got D bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down. And then on the A minor or the A major, actually, we could be using the A string for the bass. And then when we get to the C chord, we have the A string for the bass on the C chord. The same bass for the A major when we're using that later on too, in the chorus. And the A chord with that A lick really is ambiguous, so you really could go major or minor on the A chords, or at least on the first or the first A chords. So if we took that idea and kind of tried it through our verse, we'd have E minor with a bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, up. And then if we tried that idea through our next chorus, then we have D. The weird part is where we get to that C and D, we would just have kind of a bass down up on those two chords when we get to the halving part. So we have D with a D bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, up, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, D with a D bass, down, D minor with a low E bass, down, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, down, E minor with a low E bass, down, down, up. And for my myself, though, actually, what really feels a lot more like the tune if I'm working a strum pattern is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is right now, if you're tapping your foot to the beat, we're working kind of a division at 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 with our down, down, up, down, up, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the E minor and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing an up on 2, down on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got long down, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And if you want to, you can even throw in the basses for that too. So you could kind of do a low E bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down. So we took our next verse and kind of tried that, like just with kind of that 16th with the basses. We have E minor, E minor, D, bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, B, bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, B, bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, B, bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, you're really bass, down, down, up, bass, down. Actually, what we kind of have almost a stop time idea where we just kind of do just down, so actually through the chord progression, and then kind of the D, so it's almost like a blocking thing or just kind of a down thing, where they go to the A, and then we end up back on our E minor, and then if we tried that 16th idea through our next chorus, we have D with the bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, to our low bass. That is kind of a down, 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 up, or bass, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up on each of those chords. And then we'd be back to the E minor. And then from there, we'd be going into our outro chorus, which is exactly like all the other courses, except for instead of having the C and D, we actually kind of do our regular strum pattern on them. So there are a couple different ways we could do it. We could do it with the down, down, up, down. If we have down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down. Down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor with the down. Or we could add basses to that and have D with the bass, down, up, down, E minor with the bass, down, up, down, D with the D bass, down, up, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, down, E minor. Or we could do it with our 16th and with the basses. So D, E minor. of how you can strum through Turn the Page by Bob Seger. So good luck!